All right, guys, I'm back in the shop with Buddy. We're continuing on the 997 engine build.
Counter, so hold it. Ready?
It's gonna turn a while still before it hits. Oops. All right, I'm stuck on that bolt now. All right, we are putting a little counter pressure on here, 24 millimeter socket. Gotta take off the pulley. All right, pulley is out so that we can put the seal in there. We don't have the seal in yet. In this episode, we are going to install this crankshaft pulley seal. What's this thing called? All right, this is the front crankshaft seal. I don't know why they don't call it the front main seal. They call the other one the rear main seal. But it is going right here. Porsche has some special tools that they use to put it in.
It costs like $1 million.
We are trying to hack up something else with some washers and those like big nipple rings.
Yes, they're they're more of a, well, I don't know, what is that called? So the main thing here is that the seal has to go in flush, and if this doesn't work, we'll try something else. But the seal has to go in flush, dry. So that's the thing.
The little washery thing.
Yeah. And at the end has to be flush to this. So these St. George rings, that's what it's called. Go here and they dude, focus! They happen to be the right size. For me.
They're way too big.
For me. So we're gonna try to see if we can make that work.
Yeah, we have too much fun doing that.
Stay on topic. Where's the bolt?
Bolt.
Fuck.
Too big for the washers.
Too big for this washer. It's not too big for the other washers. So let's just go through it. I just need something. Why is this stopping? Oh, more powerful drill. Let me see if I can.
Hey, buddy.
What?
He's gonna walk. He's gonna walk. All right, after widening the hole, take two.
Generally speaking, that would
Seems like it might work.
do the trick, maybe.
Let's give it a try.
Would it work with one ring?
Probably.
Let me see if we can get flush. I'm worried about this.
That's the deal. You gotta get that. Yeah, probably not.
Yeah. Need two rings. Now, if I had a welder, I could weld both of them together and not have to hold them. But
Or can you flip that curved one around the other way?
this?
Yeah.
Well, it's not going to help. It's actually going to make it less stable. This at least keeps the one in
Oh,
check.
nice. Okay.
Yeah.
So we can give it a shot here.
We're going to give it a shot. We're going to clean this out.
We have to lube the inside of this, but not the outside.
I'm going to clean the mating surface.
Lubed around the mating surface, dry around the outside. So the inside can spin, but not the outside.
All right, that will be a little tricky, right? And that is precisely the point, right?
Yes.
No.
All right.
Okay.
So maybe I can hold it like this while you tighten it. Yeah, they're kind of.
Let me hold it here.
Pushing it in. It's gonna go too far.
You can't go too far
Okay.
because the St. George can't go. Just want to get these centered a little bit more. Oops, sorry.
And take it out and check it.
Yeah. Right now it's not even. Right, it's a little bit lower there. But at the end of this journey, it's a little bit cocked, but no, that's uncalled for. Okay, that has it nice and even, so I'm just going to take it. Okay,
You're cracking a safe over here.
yeah. Almost there, right?
Almost all the way in.
Where's it missing? On the top? I mean, it's pretty even, actually. It's pretty even.
Yeah, that's right here a little bit. Yeah, right here.
And that's because I had those two things on left and right, so I'm not going to have it up and down. If I can keep that there, that is perfect. Sorry. Are the cylinders moving? No, you tell me if, seriously, if you tell me if they seriously stop moving. Nothing?
Yeah, that I can see.
And that is nice and even. Hit it from the front.
It's still a little bit raised.
Right there?
Yeah.
Where?
This area.
Okay. Yeah, right there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I just feel like it's a little bit low here, but
The bottom.
yeah.
Oh, low here.
But hard to tell because
It's a tiny bit more pushed in at the bottom, I guess, than up there, but that's pretty freaking pretty tight.
What if we just tapped it?
Mm-hmm. For a rubber mount.
Aha! Actually, is there any reason not to go direct?
Just, you mean you're gonna hit other stuff. That's what they mean by hand-built engines.
I am sure that there are going to be people that scream at this, right? You know what? This doesn't work. Take the seal out. We'll do it again. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Feels really good.
Cool.
Call it a success.
We will call it a success. All right.
So you can buy a really expensive tool, or you can hack up something like that. Also, if I was doing it in my garage, probably, I would have used a really big socket and just tapped it in with that. We didn't have a socket big enough here, so I think that would have worked too. I know that when I did the RMS, I used a plastic cap off of a dog paw wash cup that I got on Amazon. But yeah, I think if you find anything essentially that size, it will fit over this, but be smaller than the outside of this, you can knock it in. All right, we have a little shim here because this is what the harmonic balanced.
Well, it's technically a dampened, so it has a rubber here to dampen some of the harmonics.
Okay.
It's not enough to balance it, but it dampens it. So this is the one on the Carrera S, which is what the car is anyway.
This
it has
is our stock one, but some people use this as an upgrade
on the 996, 997. Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
It's a little bit heavy. But the thing is, you need to put this washer. Some people call them washer. There.
Yeah.
And then there's a
little pin lines up over there. And that's how the top dead center holes work.
Right, and this is a torque to yield bolt. Spec is 25 Newton meters, but doesn't seem like a lot. Plus 120 degrees, which is a lot. And by the way, never use the pins on the casing because you will likely crack the casing. You need to hold the crank on the other side. The tools that are available on the web, exactly, are super expensive. So, Aaron and I being the cheapos, yeah.
Gear wrench, I'll put a link to this. Got it on Amazon. Nice and cheap. And then we used the bolts that came with it. And
well, I'm sorry, the bolts that are part of the flywheel.
Correct. Yes.
Right, and then a bunch of washers. And it sort of fits okay. I mean, it's nice and tight.
Really tight.
Yeah, and then lobbed against or wedged against the this holder. What do we call this? Engine.
The engine
yoke.
Yoke. Yes.
Yeah.
Some people also just, the way I loosened it in one of my other videos is I just used two of these bolts and put like a long extension through them and through this so that when you start turning it, they wedge together. Same kind of concept.
Yeah, I texted Yogi and that's what he said he did. He put this and he put a bar and wedged it between this.
But the goal of this is to prevent the back part of the crank from turning when you're tightening that bolt because you have to hold this solid to get enough torque on it
to go 120 degrees, but we're still going to mark it. So let me just double check.
And the torque for this particular one is different than the stock one.
Correct.
The stock bolt. All right, we are about to install bolt 7 here, and that you can see the first stage is 50 Newton meters or 37 foot-pounds, followed by 120 degrees. So you're gonna need a torque wrench that can do degrees.
Then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do the 50, and then we're gonna mark it, because 120 is a third of a revolution, right? All right, can you just make sure that, well, you wanna film this, right?
Yeah, well, he's turning that. I'm gonna hold this. Although nobody should need to hold this. It should just press itself up, I guess, there very nicely. 50 was pretty easy.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
But given how much I did, 120 ain't gonna be easy.
Yeah.
We're gonna need to hold this so it doesn't.
Rotate.
Yeah.
Yep. Because we don't have a pin for over there.
Huh?
We don't have a pin for over here, right? Yeah.
Yeah. No. It's. I mean, I'm talking about this entire
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
flopping
Yeah.
over.
Oh, yeah. All right, we're gonna mark it at the very top up here so you can see it.
What are you doing?
Huh?
That's not gonna move. Oh my god! What did you do at lunch?
All right, so we're gonna mark this at the top
Mark it nice and fast.
so that we can see where it ends up. So
Where should
180
it
would
end
be
up?
here, so 120 should be over here somewhere.
Yeah, you can probably mark the flywheel for that 120, by the way.
Mark the flywheel. Oh, where 120 is on the flywheel?
Yeah. So we want it to be roughly around there, right?
I guess so. That'll make you feel better.
Freaking Aaron.
Target range-ish. That's not.
Brace yourself.
Before that. Before
Young
that.
Aaron.
Okay.
How are we gonna do this?
I'm gonna put my body up here on the side of the engine whilst you. Oh, jeez.
50.
Oh, hold on. All right. We're putting the phone down. Sorry, guys,
59.
you can't see the rest of this.
We need to lock this thing up.
All right, so after much struggle, we got it 90 degrees, but not our full 120 yet.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we flip this around so that our hole could be here so we could pin this in and it won't rotate on us.
30 degrees.
Yep, so we need 30-ish more degrees.
God, I don't see how we're gonna get
Yeah, I don't think we need that now since it's just an actual angle, right? So we just use a breaker bar and we
Just
can
make sure that it doesn't-
physically see it.
Put your body like on the engine.
Oh, shit.
You're definitely moving now.
All right, hold on. Let me not film
Yep.
so I can use two hands. All right, with the breaker bar, we physically could not move it anywhere really past 90. Impact, gun, and visual mark. We got it right around 120 where we think it should be.